Two athletes and fighters from completely different sports, completely different backgrounds, completely different countries met in the boxing ring to deliver some of the most exciting sports moments in recent memory. How many nights are there in the history of combat sports that are going to be cherished forever? How many fighters are there who made two entirely different worlds come together and cheer on their fighter? Well, the fight between one of the greatest boxers of our generation, Floyd Mayweather, and the biggest name in mixed martial arts, as well as one of the best to ever do it, in Conor McGregor, fits the bill to qualify as one of the greatest fights in recent sports history. Conor McGregor vs. Floyd Mayweather showcased every rare crossover of two different worlds, boxing and MMA. My name is Rob from Up Next MMA, and in this video we will be looking into all the money that went into and came out of the infamous Mayweather-McGregor boxing event. Floyd Mayweather was unbeaten in 49 fights. He retired on top, retired undefeated. However, he came out of retirement to take on a unique challenge, an MMA champion in Conor McGregor. Now, anybody aware of Mayweather and his achievements? Lineal champion, multiple divisions, multiple time world champion, would give zero chance to McGregor to beat Floyd in a boxing match. McGregor just has no boxing experience at all, right? I was one of the people who thought like this as well, hence thinking that Mayweather would just absolutely steamroll him. However, they don't call Conor Mystic Mac for no reason. He tends to predict the future, call his shot, and achieves it. That's what got him to where he is. After Conor had conquered two divisions in the UFC, he made fans believe that he could go out there and basically knock anybody out, including Floyd, basically talking himself into one of the biggest boxing fights in history. Two champions from two complete different disciplines polarized fans on who they think could actually win. We all remember how the fight went down. It was actually more competitive than most thought it would be, including me. Mayweather was expected to dominate the fight from bell to bell, using awkward footwork and, throwing punches from weird angles. Conor was actually able to make this fight look competitive. Conor was actually ahead on the judges' scorecards for the first 4 rounds. Due to Mayweather using rope-a-dope technique and absorbing some hard punches in the first 4 rounds, it looked like Conor was winning. Honestly though, this fight probably looked a little closer than it actually was, because Mayweather had abandoned his usual elusive footwork, head movement, feints, and stick and move style in order to try and knock Conor out. Now, as the fight progressed, the experience of Mayweather slowly started to take over. McGregor also got more fatigued, and around the 25-minute mark in round, I think it was 8 or 9, Mayweather landed a series of punches on Conor, and the onslaught continued into the 10th until referee Robert Byrd eventually called the fight. McGregor was clearly hurt, he was clearly done, and the fight was called. I thought it was a great stoppage, and McGregor put on a good show and showed that he deserved to be in there with Floyd. However though, stop talking about the fight, let's talk about the money. When the biggest fight in combat sports history finally went down, where did we all end up financially? Well, the fight may have not have gone as promoted, but still one of the most lucrative sports events in history. Let's break down what each of these fighters made. Now, they didn't nickname it the money fight for no reason. The Nevada State Athletic Commission announced that the live gate for this event was over $55 million from only just over 13,000 tickets sold. That's pretty crazy. I mean, that number includes about 137 complimentary tickets that were just given out for free. So, not bad. However, this is far less than Mayweather-Pacquiao. That live gate was over $72 million. However, they sold 3,000 more tickets to equal just about 16,000.2 tickets sold back in 2015. So it didn't gross as much as Mayweather-Pacquiao, but still 55 million at live gate. It's still up there in one of the highest live gates ever for a boxing fight. Some other interesting numbers were the fight purses. Prior to the fight, there had been a lot of speculation about the millions that would have been awarded to the fighters on this card, with the over $130 million in total on the table for the athletes featured on this boxing card. Now, we had to believe that some of the boxers on this card left with the biggest paydays of their career. Well, let's talk specifically about Mayweather. Mayweather was estimated to have made around, drumroll please, $275 million when accounting for his purse, pay-per-view revenue, endorsements, live gate, merchandise, and international TV revenue. That includes his $100 million guaranteed purse, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And to put that in context, that means Floyd Mayweather was guaranteed $100 million just to step into the ring. Wrap your head around that. If Floyd steps into the boxing ring and the bell rings, he gets a check for $100 million. That's wild. Now, Conor, on the other hand, also made a lot of money, just not as much as Floyd. He is estimated to have made around about $100 million. This includes his cut of the pay-per-view, live gate, endorsements, merchandise, international TV revenue, and including his own $30 million guaranteed purse, according to the Athletic State Commission of Nevada. Now, once again, these numbers are estimations based on many experts in the combat sports industry. No one knows the exact numbers that went into this event except for the parties involved in actually making the event. Mayweather and McGregor both signed non-disclosure agreements preventing them from ever talking freely and conveying the exact financial details of the event, but the concrete numbers that we do have access to were the details that I talked about earlier from the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Now, where are these fighters now? Mayweather, obviously, he extended his professional boxing undefeated streak to 50 victories and 0 defeats, surpassing Rocky Marciano, who was also previously 49-0. Rocky Marciano was a very famous boxer in the 1940s and 50s. I think he passed in a plane crash. But Mayweather talked about in his post-fight interview that he pretty much is going to stay retired. His exact quote was, "Any guy that thinks of calling me out, forget it." Pretty much putting an end to his professional boxing career. Now, Mayweather has not fought professionally since then. However, he did participate in a special rules match, which was pretty much a boxing match, boxing rules, with a young kickboxer named Tenshin over in Japan, New Year's Eve 2018, which he claims he made $9 million. He also announced at the end of 2019 that he would be coming out of retirement again. A picture was seen with him and Dana White at a Boston Celtics game, and he was talking about exciting things to come. However, in 2020, we have not heard much about it at all since then, so we don't know what Floyd's next moves are. He keeps people guessing as usual. Conor, in his post-fight interview, talked about how he'd be open to boxing again with the right opponent, and how he always leaves the door open in that regard. But he would likely be returning to mixed martial arts. Now, McGregor eventually did return to mixed martial arts in October of 2018 at UFC 229 to fight for the undisputed lightweight title against Khabib Nurmagomedov. There was a bunch of tension going into that fight, a lot of talking going back and forth, and Khabib was not a fan of Conor. So, in that fight, Khabib dominated Conor for the majority of 4 rounds using his wrestling, and wrestling has always been a weak point of Conor's in MMA. You can go back to his fight with Chad Mendes in July of 2015. Chad Mendes took Conor down over and over again, and Chad is way smaller than Conor. Khabib is bigger than Conor, and he was able to exact the same game plan with better top control, and he eventually submitted Conor in the 4th round. Now, Conor took some time off, dealt with some legal issues outside of fighting, and came back in January of 2020 at UFC 246 to fight Donald Cowboy Cerrone. The fight ended very quickly. I think it was 40 seconds, quick knockout, and that put Conor back in contention for another shot at the undisputed lightweight title and Khabib. We'll see what happens in that regard, but Conor remains the highest paid fighter on the UFC roster. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching till the end. If you are new here, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. We'll have 3 new videos for you every single week. Let us know your thoughts on the fight, specifically on Mayweather or Conor McGregor in the comments below, and you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.